Hello, happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. I miss you already. And I think it's pretty wonderful, all the snow that's been on the ground these past few days. So, speaking of snow, I'm going to play a song on my ukulele. Just take a listen. Perhaps when I played that, you thought it was the hot dog song, and maybe you even started singing that song to what I was playing. And that's okay if you did, but that was actually a different song called The Snowman. I'll sing it to you first, and then I'll teach you how to sing it. I have a little snowman, he is so fat and round. I made him from a snowball, I rolled upon the ground. I gave him eyes, a nose, a mouth, a nice warm scarf of red. I put some buttons on his coat, a hat upon his head. Watch him as he melts to the ground. Oh, look at that. He melted. So, the reason why you may have thought that that was the hot dog song is because the melody starts really low and then it gets higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And then as the snowman melts, it gets lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, just like the melody of the hot dog song. So, here's what I'd like you to do. I'm going to sing that song again, but this time I want you to point to the snowman that I'm pointing to. Trace the shape of the melody while I sing. So, got your pointer finger ready? Go ahead and point to the same snowman that I'm pointing to. Here we go. I have a little snowman. He is so fat and round. I made him from a snowball. I rolled upon the ground. I gave him eyes, a nose, a mouth, a nice warm scarf of red. I put some buttons on his coat, a hat upon his head. Watch him as he melts to the ground. You can't see that snowman that's behind me. Oh, there he is. He's there. Maybe I'll move myself up here. There we go. So, wonderful job tracing the melody with your finger. This time, I'm going to ask you to stand up and make sure you have a lot of room around you so that you don't accidentally bump into anything. And I'm going to sing that song again. And this time, I want you to pretend to be the snowman. When I'm pointing to this lowest snowman, I want you to curl up as if you're a snowball. And as I'm singing and as the melody gets higher and higher and higher, I want you to gradually build into a snowman. And then when the melody gets lower and lower and lower, I want you to slowly melt. Now, don't melt right away. Don't melt too quickly. Melt very gradually. Don't be all the way melted until the lowest snowman. Okay, are you ready? Go ahead and get to a spot that you're not going to bump into anything. Make sure you're standing. Oh, actually, make sure you're getting into a snowball. Go ahead and get into your snowball. And here we go. I have a little snowman. He is so fat and round. I made him from a snowball. I rolled upon the ground. I gave him eyes, a nose, a mouth, a nice warm scarf of red. I put some buttons on his coat, a hat upon his head. Watch him as he melts to the ground. Are you a puddle now? All right. So now let's try singing the words. When I do this, that means it's my turn. And when I do this, it means it's your turn. I have a little snowman. And when you're singing back to me, make sure that you're singing in your own light, high singing voice. So if I sing, I have a little snowman, you should sound like this. I have a little snowman. All right? So let's try that again. I have a little snowman. He is so fat and round. I made him from a snowball. I rolled upon the ground. I gave him eyes, a nose, a mouth, a nice warm scarf of red. I put some buttons on his coat, a hat upon his head. Watch him as he melts to the ground. Good. This time I'm going to sing a little bit more. And so there's going to be more for you to remember. My turn again. I have a little snowman. He is so fat and round. I made him from a snowball. I rolled upon the ground. I gave him eyes, a nose, a mouth, a nice warm scarf of red. I put some buttons on his coat, a hat upon his head. Watch him as he melts to the ground. Oh, you made the snowman melt. All right, so listen to me sing it one more time all the way through the song, and then I'll have you sing it all by yourself. So this time, just listen to me as I sing it. I have a little snowman, he is so fat and round. I made him from a snowball, I rolled upon the ground. I gave him eyes, a nose, a mouth, a nice warm scarf of red. I put some buttons on his coat, a hat upon his head. Watch him as he melts to the ground. All right, now let's have you sing it. And sometimes I'll give you some cues as for what words are coming next. So it starts with, I have a little snowman. So 1, 2, ready, sing. He is so fat and round. I made him from a snowball. I rolled upon the ground. I gave him eyes, a nose, a mouth, a nice warm scarf of red. I put some buttons on his coat, a hat upon his head. Watch him as he melts. How'd you do? You might want to pause the video and you might want to replay where we're learning how to sing the song a few times until you feel really, really, really comfortable with singing the entire thing straight through. Now, what I'd like you to do is get comfortable enough with the song where you could sing the song and do that movement that we did earlier while you're growing taller and taller and taller. And then as the melody gets lower and lower and lower, you start gradually melting. So singing and moving at the same time. And if you'd like, go ahead and make a recording of it and send it to my email or Schoology. Would love to hear you sing. And when you're good with that, then let's also play it on the piano. Now, we have played the hot dog song on the piano. So this is going to be just like the hot dog song, just with different words. So let me just play the video for you first so you can hear what it sounds like. All right. So what you can do is you can play that on a piano or a keyboard at home, or if you don't have any of those, you can go to Chrome Music Lab and there's a shared piano there. And I'll put a link here in Schoology on how to get to that. So you can play the piano on the shared piano in Chrome Music Lab. You can play it on a computer. You can play it on a tablet or a phone, and it's totally free. I also have a tutorial that I'll send to you so you can learn how to work the shared piano. All right. So I hope you have fun with this. I hope you have fun learning to play the melody on the piano. And if you don't get it the first day, it's okay. Just keep practicing. And I can't wait to see you next time in school. So until then, keep on making music.